To the surprise of no one.
Yeah, dude is a monster. Even in death.
Even in death.
All right.
Well,
so
no, he's alive. He's just 22nd Fidel Castro. 22nd of his name.
That's so many of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sure Bean is fairly comfortable. As tough of a matchup as this is for Samus, a lot of the low-tier players will be happy to see a character like a Pika or Kirby, one that the meta is much more explored against. Sometimes you can run into somebody like a Falcon or a Yoshi, and that's matchups of Samus that are much less commonly displayed. And it's much harder to figure those out. Whereas, you know, everyone's got to know what to do against Pika, right? You know,
Like
where are you going
half the game is fighting Pikachu.
Yeah. I think I want to say there are more Falcons than Pika, but the Pika's definitely very common.
Yeah. That's going to be, it's not going to clean that up. Let's see what Bean's got for this edge guard scenario.
Oh, a little late on the down air.
I would have loved to see him react to that landing and just grab.
Yeah, grab would have been a great option.
Yeah. I'm just going to shoot a couple more of those little pebbles.
Interesting bomb option. Didn't really follow it up.
That's going to kill. However, TGGT already at 128%. And that's going to kill.
It's a raw back there.
My next statement was going to be, most of Samus's hard-hitting moves are going to kill. And then immediately it's hit by back air.
So TGGT keeps kind of putting himself off stage. And it's not an incredibly high risk as Pika, but against Samus, if Bean just starts throwing down airs and catching him when he goes off stage like that, it'll force maybe more frantic recoveries from TGGT, which will allow Bean to more easily read his recovery and perhaps get a strong punish. If he's going to keep throwing himself off stage like that, you got to be able to do something. Interesting. The dash attack.
Oh, it goes for the down air.
I think since he's been missing some of his short hop down airs or his instant down airs, he went for the dash attack, something a little more guaranteed, but doesn't confirm into a kill. I think he's losing a bit of confidence in the down air.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's still looking strong.
Very, very confident in controlling this matchup.
Forward tilt, interesting.
Forward tilt into grab. Once again, going for that dash attack.
Yeah, the grab makes me wonder, sometimes playing tether grab characters, if you are cancel a lot, sometimes you'll just accidentally grab, like Yoshi, Samus, Link. Happens to me a lot, because it seemed like an out-of-place grab.
Yeah. But TGGT pulling this back right now. Only at about, well, at currently 7.
Yeah, this is what he wants. You know, forward tilt and dash attack tech chasing. Racks up a ton of damage.
Oh, down air into jabs.
And that's
it.
Yeah. Wow, great last stock from Bean. He really just kind of controlled. He got one hit and then had a follow-up for everything afterwards. And TGGT was not able to get out of that pressure.
Yeah, unfortunate. But, I mean, it kind of just is more of a testament to how Bean is able to just kind of control the situation and control the neutral game a little bit more, since he's, you know, being tested in this matchup much more often than someone like TGGT, who's probably never even played a Samus.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because New York used to not have like a ton of Pika, and now at least they have, you know, they have Kiro there. I think Kelvin Height's going there more often than in the early days. Yep. But I mean, I remember a time when there really wasn't a lot of Pika action in New York. Robert's in New York now, so he has much more opportunity to learn this matchup against very strong players.
Which is definitely clearly coming in clutch for him, but a little bit less so. It seems like TGGT up until that point was doing a really good job of adapting to some of Bean's patterns and kind of getting a couple more punishes here and there that he wouldn't have gotten really in the first game.
He's still learning a bit about getting parried by Samus's up Bs.
Goes for the Bark Sanchez.
It was a solid bait. You know, he throws out the down B, Bean goes into punish, gets the up tilt afterwards.
And now looking much more confident and much more like a close game in comparison to game 1 of the set. And Bean, I think, might have flubbed something, ended up trying to throw out a tether grab. Probably was just going for like a Z cancel on an aerial or something.
Yeah, I always wonder. A little late on that downer. He kind of had the read, but not the execution.
He knew what to do. He just didn't have the correct timing for it. Oh, and that's going to be back throw. Yeah. Nice.
See, before I think he was going for down air so to try and pop him up, but that time he realized he was just able to grab him. And
Yeah.
take
I mean,
care of the
Pikachu, like, in most matchups, Pikachu just landing straight up on the ground is
bad. Yeah, very bad.
really bad.
I mean, if you're not grabbing the ledge canceling, or getting incredibly low landing lag with certain angles, you're dead.
Yeah,
And those are all pretty specific things to land if you're not a top player.
So then the play becomes, honestly, at the lower levels, the play becomes, okay, they're either going to go high and end up in a really laggy situation, or they're going to go kind of low and try and go for the ledge. So then it becomes more of an option select of, okay, now I'm going to be more likely to cover the ledge.
Right.
Because if I cover the ledge, I'll probably still be able to get back into a good position and cover them if they decide to go high for a laggier recovery.
I find it easier to read somebody when they keep changing after you hit Pika's up B, if they keep changing each time. Because they think, all right, I got hit going in the middle, I should go somewhere else now. Whereas I'm going to expect them to kind of change it up the next time because I just hit them. So you read high the next time, and then they're like, okay, high didn't work, I'm going to go low next. And then you're like, yeah, I can go low. Whereas sometimes you want to just be a little stubborn. And, I mean, it depends on who you're playing. I think if you're playing a higher level player, they're more likely to go for something different, whereas a lower level player might be more likely to keep trying to punish what worked, go with what worked before.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations where a kind of low level tactic will work better against a higher level player kind of thing.
Makes sense.